Many fresh faces, but how many sustainable careers? Tonight, Downsound's Skatta on developing young talent and why he isn't releasing any new music at present. Skatta part and parcel of Reggae Sumfest, but he's also a music producer. Maybe not especially active right now. He explains why, and also what it takes to grow and thrive in a business where there's an ever faster turnover of faces and fortunes.
Live like we trafficking, racketing.
When I talk to Massacre, I say, yo, I want to present a show different this year, so I'm going to work on my fitness, on my delivery, on my breath control and so forth. I saw he took the stage in 2022 and I saw a difference in his performance and he said he want to up that game by 10. If you want to be sustainable, you have to evolve and grow. A lot of these artists don't understand, once you're getting that break and you become a household name, you're in school. You have to go through the different grades and evolve and transition, and that's how you become, like, I'll put longevity on your name and you create a legendary status for yourself. Not just soak up the little privilege that come to you now based on the fame. No, you have to put yourself in a classroom and sit yourself down and know how am I going to get better as a star.
Back of the class, man, on a subject.
Realistically, how many of the new faces, younger artists out there, the people that the youngsters are interested, how many of them are going to have sustainable careers?
Not a lot, because if you look at history for the last 10 years, there's quite a few of them and you see where a lot of them come and go. And it's not knocking them or putting them down, but the business has sped up very quickly now because of social media. An artist can break in 3 months, but he can also fall in a month. You know, so everybody will get them piece of the cake, but nobody now get a total meal for themselves. Them now transition to the international platforms and so forth and just be a household name internationally. It's just Jamaica and the diaspora. A lot of these artists have trust issues. When you tell them about a manager, them feel that somebody will come rob them. But you're supposed to have a manager who can make bigger connections than you can do as an artist. Suppose you can pick up the phone and call an A&R or one of the big radio stations, a company, a program director, whatever, and plug you, the artist, with the talent. You need to be marketed outside of social media. You have gatekeepers on the international platforms who want to tap into this diaspora and work with the Jamaican artists, but there has to be a connect. You can't use the youth them around your way of parody every day from it. You need a representative. You need representation, proper representation. That's why you see, when you see Shensia them on all of these big shows and so forth, she has proper representation. You understand me? These people put you on the Rolling Loud and all of these festivals that you can showcase your talent to 50, 60,000 people. That's what dancehall needs right now. No matter what they want to say about Sharon, look at TJ since him and Sharon start link up, you see a total difference. And him still keep him hardcore aspect, you know. Him not shed that, but you still have somebody now marketing you, plugging you, and trying to get this great music that is created in Jamaica to bigger dimensions.
And when TJ gets a record deal, is that something that that person is going to aspire to because TJ got one, Massacre got one? Is that something that's aspirational for them, or they're really done business?
You see, in a time when social media is actually your management, your social media platform, you pay keen attention to your DMs and you get all of the links through that. But at the same time, there is radio, there's mainstream radio abroad. You understand me? There's tours that you can go on. You can open for Chris Brown, you can open for all of these big acts. They rely on these entities. And Jamaicans as artists need to understand that you need to surround yourself with people that can be a further representation of you. And them not supposed to be a virgin where you're parried, where you smoke and drink with. No, you need proper representation to go who have clout.
And you're hoping by repetition people will actually get the message, because people have been saying that for, I think, almost 10 years now.
If you look at majority of the artists them who break in the last 10 years, they emulated a Vibes Cartel. But unfortunately, Cartel has been off the scene. He has not been able to, nobody can pluck him out of prison and say, okay, come perform on a show in the States and come do these and do these things. So they don't really get to see that side, but them know the greatness of Cartel as being a hardcore dancer, DJ, to change up his style and his voice, and a lot of them emulate that. But they don't get that part now where they saw them get for Cartel transition to this big blown up star doing big things. The females are already looking and seeing what's going on for like a Shensia Aisha and a Jada Kingdom. being plugged on an international basis. Regardless of what happens, it does do a lot for them because females have it hard here. Massacre now about to drop another album this year. He's now signed with this label. TJ is now signed with this label. Hopefully these guys now can create some great example for the youth them now follow.
When last were you abroad?
Every week, every month.
So you go to a party, what are they playing?
90s dancehall.
Why are
early
they playing
2000s.
90s dancehall? The 90s were the 90s. This is
That's
2023.
When people are out partying, they want feel good music, they want to enjoy music and feel alive. The music kind of dark now. With Byron Mesa and those them songs they now, the melodies and the sound is very nice and unique, but it is not enough to fill the space that was once available. You know, when you had Sean Paul, Beanie Man, Elephant Man, Capleton, all of these guys doing well locally and abroad at the same time.
So the positives are people are getting record deals again. On the negative side is what?
The negative side is the performance and the lyrics and the concept of the music. The whole heap of scamming song them and the banger phone song them and that's something that it only takes you so far. Music is something supposed to can hit any person on this globe and them feel alive and like it stuff. It does not have to be identifiable by somebody who live next door. You can make music for the world. When I made Coolie Dance with him, I was making music and up to today it's paying me. Beyonce have it on her tour, 50-something shows. And me I eat, you know what I say? So I never did I think about say, yo, me I gotta stick to one concept and just ride that wave because I hit an artist thing. No, just make music.
And if you're making rhythms today, and I guess you're going to go back to making rhythms, Skatta?
I've been making rhythms, but I don't really push them out because...
Are these kids interested in your rhythms?
Not really. Not really, because I'm not gonna make a rhythm that sounds like what's going on right now. I can't do it. I have to come different, I'm gonna have to make music, and I don't want to be box myself in trying to fit in. I don't fit in, so I will wait until the game starts change, and I will just take it from there. Rhythm have to be identifiable. It have to have a name, it have to have a groove that is identifiable, it have to have a melody and a sound. And if you don't lead with the music, the song itself is not going to be able to sustain the whole package. It's going to fall off at some time. You have to can play the rhythm by itself and get her forward. And when the song up on top of that, that's the icing on the cake. That's a full package. But there's less creative producers in the business right now. Enough of them don't know how to like lead with a phrase and a rhythm. Them have to put a hi-hat, a kick, and a multitude of things together to get a groove. So you have to believe in yourself that you can lead with the music and then leave the artists them now to come and collaborate together and work.
As for Reggae Sumfest,
If it's one thing, we don't do this until the show ends. So we're still working and we're still trying to come up with creative ways.
they cost you last year though because of the band change.
I don't mind. I mean, and some of them are valid issues that we have to fix. You understand me? You have to listen to the
gaps.
Yes, and we have to listen to the people.
And hanging around too long to say who you want to
That
see.
is true, and we have to listen to the people and make the changes and try to do better. That is how you be great. Listen to the people and just fix the things them where you can fix.